seems you think that this old boy is just a little too old now. I'm not ready yet to be put out in the cold now. I've got plenty of good love left, woman, if you'll just use it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins playing from above. You're really gonna miss my loving one day when you lose it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. These streaks of gray that's in my hair make me look distinguished. They don't mean I'm over the hill, baby, I'm not extinguished. Plenty of young girls looking for my love, honey, they won't refuse it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins playing from above. You're really gonna miss my loving one day when you lose it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. The older the violin, the sweeter the music.
What are you looking at me for?
You're the big announcer.
I've got an announcement to make. I'm going to introduce the band. Hi, Dad.
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hi. We'll keep our business.
This is Smokey Greene, and we are two of his boys. And we just want to say we're glad to be here at Little Theater on the Farm. Thank you to LARAC and New York State Council of the Arts. Sorry, you know, I can't remember. We played a whole song. I can't remember all this. Anyway, we're just thrilled to be here, and I'm done talking.
You're done talking, so let's sing. Came home last night from a party, opened the door and walked right in. To my surprise, right before my eyes was a passel of little green men. They were all huddled in a circle, just like they were making plans. But when I took a second look, they were forming a hillbilly band. They started picking and a-singing, dressed up in their little red suits. The thing that knocked me out the most was their hats and their cowboy boots. Throwed my old coat in a corner, grabbed my guitar and I sat in. We had a ball right there in the hall, me and them little green men. Well, I've seen lots of pink elephants and rooms going round in a spin, but I declare I was there, I was picking with them little green men. And if that ain't enough to make you stop drinking, I don't know what would. We're got a few songs that we kind of hope you might have heard somewhere, or something you might like. And I got to apologize. I got no voice, so I'm really struggling. It's this COVID-19 thing has got where you're not working, so you're not using your voice, so you lose it. Of course, when you don't have much to start with, and you lose a little bit, you're in trouble. We're a fun-loving crowd, kind of rowdy and loud. Jukebox don't play no sad song. Don't come in here crying your beer. We don't care who done you wrong. We got a $5 fine for whining. We told you when you came in. If it ain't on your mind to have a good time, you'll come back and see us again. We don't really care about the clothes that you wear. This place is open to all. Love a good joke and it's alright to smoke. Only one rule that hangs on the wall. We got a $5 fine for whining. We told you when you came in. If it ain't on your mind to have a good time, you'll come back and see us again. Too many fools making too many rules. One thing you can't say about us, we sing the same song, we all get along. Only one thing that causes a fuss. We got a $5 fine for whining. We told you when you came in. If it ain't on your mind to have a good time, you'll come back and see us again. If you want a good time and you ain't gonna whine, this is the place you should be. Let your hair down and buy us around. We're footloose and we're fancy free. We got a $5 fine for whining. We told you when you came in. If it ain't on your mind to have a good time, you'll come back and see us again. Yes, there's a $5 fine for whining. Don't you forget it, because we enforce that rule here.
I'm broke, I'm not gonna whine at all.
Well, why don't you whine out a song? Get Scott to step up here to the microphone, give me a little break, and see what he's got on his
Hey,
mind.
let's do that song we rehearsed like 5 months ago. On the Isle of Villa, out the white way, a hula maiden gay strolled by a moonlit bay. They're coming to court her over the water from the peaceful Singazula land. Her lover took her stand, sang her this way, and he sang hula, white hula shine on my Singazula moonshine ball, on my sweet jambalaya. For you, polo swinging for you, my love song singing, come be my hula hula hula. But the chief of the warriors from the savage Singazula land would not give up her stand. Her lover took his stand, and through the rattle of the battle, you could hear his sweet voice ringing true. They fled in his canoe over water blue, and they sang hula, white hula shine on my Singazula moonshine ball, on my sweet jungle. For you, my bolo is swinging for you, my love song singing, come be my hula hula hula. Get me, brother. I sang hula, white hula shine on my Singazula moonshine ball, on my sweet jungle. For you, my polo is swinging for you, my love song singing, come be my hula hula hula. I want you come be my hula hula hula.
Yeah. I got a big part in that song, and I always goof it up every time.
It's the best part, it's the end.
Yeah, I come in the wrong spot every time. Let's do something serious here. This is a Willie Nelson song, and I think this is, without a doubt, as far as I'm concerned, the best song that Willie ever wrote. There's a family Bible on the table. Its pages worn and hard to read, but the family Bible on the table will ever be my key to memory. At the end of day, when work was over, and when the evening meal was done, Dad would read to us the family Bible. We'd count our many blessings one by one. I can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of Ages, cleft for me. This old world of ours is full of trouble. This old world would oh so better be if we found more Bibles on the table. Mother singing Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Can see us sitting round the table when from the family Bible Dad would read. I can hear my mother softly singing, Rock of Ages, cleft for me. Rock of Ages, cleft for me. And like I say, that's a Willie Nelson song, my all-time favorite of Willie's songs. Of course, I have a lot of favorites. I do a whole program of favorites, my favorites. Like this one here. Oh, the best friend I ever had just run off with my wife. Left me all alone to face the changes in my life. The best friend I ever had stole my wife somehow. Never liked him much before, but Lord, I love him now. He's the one who'll get to feel her warm and tender touch. If she loves him like she did me, he won't feel it much. In time he'll come to realize the nature of his luck. He'll love her like a possum on the highway loves a truck. The best friend I ever had run off with my wife. Left me all alone to face the changes in my life. The best friend I ever had stole my wife somehow. Never liked him much before, but Lord, I love him now. For him to run away with her, he must love her. Sorry. Wish him all the best. Now he's stuck with what he's got. He didn't have to sneak her off, I would have held her back. She'll still be my best friend long as he don't bring her back. The best friend I ever had run off with my wife, left me all alone to face the changes in my life. The best friend I ever had stole my wife somehow. Never liked him much before, but Lord, I love him now. I think we ought to get this gentleman over here with the bass guitar, Arlin, to sing a song for us.
Oh, here's the one I got from you a long time ago, of course. It's one of my favorites. And nobody's going to have to play it then. That's the good thing about it. Well, the other night when I come home so tired I could not see, I got tangled up in the old doormat, up flat as I could be. I fell and I broke a bottle of gin and I didn't have no more. The cap flew off when I fell down and spilled it on the floor. The rat came out of his hiding place, he got that whiskey scent. He ran right out and he got a little shot and back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. He ran right out and he got a little shot and back to his hole he went. The rat came out of his hole again, he walked up to the gin on the floor. He's a little bit shy, but he winked one eye and he got him a little bit more. He didn't go back to his hole that time, he stayed about the bottle of gin. He said, doggone my pop-on soul, I'm gonna get drunk again. He washed his face and his front feet and on his hind legs sat. With a twisted smile and a half-closed eye, said, where's that dad-burned cat? Well, he didn't go back to his hole. He said, doggone my soul, I'm only a rat, but a dad-burned cat can't run me back to my hole. His little old eyes began to shine as he lapped up more and more. It made me glad that I fell down and spilled it on the floor. Soon that little old puddle was dry, there wasn't any more gin. And the little old rat was having a time when the old-time cat walked in. The cat made a pass, the rat made a dash, boldness faded thin. The cat jumped over and the rat got sober and back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. The cat jumped over and the rat got sober and back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. Back to his hole he went. The cat jumped over and the rat got sober and back to his hole he went.
Yeah, that's a good song. Where'd you ever learn a song like that? Okay. Here's something I heard the other day that when I heard it, I immediately thought of Scott. I don't know why. But this guy said he crossed a billy goat with a musician. And you know what he got? After crossing a billy goat with a musician, he got a weed eater that wouldn't work.
Nah. Just really. You heard that one yet?
I thought that was funny. I don't know why it reminded me of you. I don't know whether you're the musician or the billy goat.
Nah.
I suppose you ought to tell him a story about a burglar. I'll tell you about a burglar bold who tried to rob a house. He opened up the window wide and climbed in quite some house, looking for a place to hide himself while the folks had gone to sleep. Said he, with all of their money, I'll just take a quiet sneak. So under the bed the burglar crept, he lay up close to the wall. He didn't know it was an old maid's room or he wouldn't have had the gall. Thinking that everything was alright as under the bed he lay. At 9 o'clock he saw a sight that made his hair turn gray. At 9 o'clock an old maid came. I'm so tired, she said. Thinking that everything was alright, she never looked under the bed. She took out her feet under one glass eye, the hair from off her head. The burglar had 17 fits as he laid there under the bed. From under the bed the burglar crept, he was a total wreck. The old maid lay wide awake, she grabbed him right by the neck. She didn't scream or holler a bit, but just as cool as a clam. Thank God my prayers are answered, at last I got a man. She then picked up a revolver and to the burglar said, young man, you got to marry me or I'll blow off the top of your head. The old maid held the burglar tight, he had no chance to scoop. He looked at her teeth in her one glass eye and he said, for God's sakes, shoot. And we'll get back to Scott to get another song off the young'un of the bunch. As I say, he's the titman of the bunch.
Are you going to do any Dean Martin songs at all?
I don't think I got one on the program today.
Maybe we will. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me and make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me and sway with ease. When you sway right that way with me, stay with me and sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, till my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When you sway I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before they begin. When you sway right that way with me, stay with me and sway with me. Dancers may be on the floor, till my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When you sway I grow weak. I can hear the sound of Arlin and Greene long before he begins. When he sways he has that way with me. Stay with me and sway with me. Get one more time. Dancers may be on the floor, till my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When I sway I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violin long before they begin. When you sway right that way with me, stay with me and sway with me. Only you know how to sway me smooth, sway me now.
Did you say that was a Bill Monroe song?
Oh, yes, yes.
I thought maybe that was one of the Bluegrass.
Bill Monroe and Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, that was a big hit for him.
I hope I can remember this song. I've done this song every show that I've done in the last 15, 18 years. But I haven't done it now in pretty near a year. But this is a song I always sing for my bride. I may seem like a man who's got it together, but my friend, there's a lot that you don't know about me. I'm just one of the lucky few love is chosen. I'm really only half the man you see. A man's gotta have a woman he can depend on. Lord knows I've got one who's here with me. There's no way I could make it through life without her. I'm I'm so glad she's helping me behind the scene. She's the one you never see before the curtains roll. She's the one making sure I can go on. In this show I call my life, I know wouldn't be a thing without her taking care of me behind the scene. When the lights go down and the show's almost over, all the crowd is packed up and gone home. As the curtains close, she's the one left there standing. I know she'll be there when everything is gone. She's the one you never see before the curtain draws. She's the one making sure I can go on. In this show I call my life, I know wouldn't be a thing without her taking care of me behind the scene. In this show I call my life, I know wouldn't be a thing without her taking care of me behind the scene. And every time I sing that song for the voice of the show, I always have to follow it up with a little story that it's a true story. Seems the other day I went into my dresser to get me some clean underwear, and they were all covered with talcum powder. And I hollered at Midge. I said, "Midge, what's all the talcum powder doing on my shorts?" She said, "That's not talcum powder, that's Miracle Grow."
Yes, the crowd was wild.
It's hard working to just a microphone in. I gotta get a cowboy song in here if the voice will last that long. Tonight I'm a tired, weary cowboy, been in the saddle all day, searching the hills and the valleys for cattle that's gone astray. He is tired and leg weary, his feet are all broken and sore. Someday our work will be over, we'll ride on the other shore. Lying wrapped up in my blanket, looking straight up at the sky, watching the bright stars a-twinkling way up there on high. Seems sometimes maybe they see me, maybe they understand. They may be the souls of cowpunchers who've gone to that promised land. When I get way up there yonder, I'll whistle softly and low. Old paint horse will come running from a passing cloud pasture, I know. I'll feed him a handful of sugar, watch him say thanks with his eye. I'll melt, then we'll be ready to report to the range boss on high. I know there'll be work up there plenty for a good old cowpuncher someday. Hey, shooting stars through the pastures, riding herd on the Milky Way. Comets all must be mavericks who'll have to be marked with his brand. I know me and Paint will be happy on the range in that faraway land. I love them old cowboy songs. Today they'll write a cowboy song once in a while, but they don't write them like they used to about tumbling tumbleweeds and Brahma bulls and bucking broncos. If you heard a cowboy song today, it'd probably go more like this. He met her in a honky-tonk, singing country songs that he wrote. She sat at the table, listening to his songs and drinking Coke. He sat down beside her, said, "Honey, what's your name?" She said, "I like your music, sir. Fooling round certainly ain't my game." When the small talk was over, cowboy drank his beer, took her home. Lust on his mind, in the bedroom he had her all alone. But when the night was over, the cowboy shook his head. She slept on the sofa, the cowboy slept alone on his bed. She still sees the cowboy on country shows and sometimes on TV. Call her up long distance, talk to her from wherever he might be. He'll ask her how she's doing, she'll reply by saying, "Oh, just fine." And the moral of this story is, cowboys don't get lucky all the time. And I can vouch for that. Here's something else I can vouch for. I can vouch that this young man has got another song all ready to do.
Old Ellis Island was swarming like a scene from a costume ball, decked out in the colors of Europe and on fire with the hope of it all. There my father's own father stood huddled with the tired, the hungry and scared. Turn of the century pilgrims, bound by the dreams that they shared. They were standing in line just like cattle, poked and prodded and shoved. Some were one desk away from freedom, some were torn from someone they loved. Through this sprawling tower of Babel came a young man confused and alone, determined and bound for America and carrying all that he owned. Sometimes when I look in my grandfather's immigrant eyes, I see that day reflected, can't hold my feelings inside. I see starting with nothing and working hard all of his life. So don't take it for granted. Say grandfather's immigrant eyes. Now my grandfather's days are numbered, but I won't let his memory die, 'cause he gave me the gift of this country and the look in his immigrant eye. Sometimes when I look in my grandfather's immigrant eyes, I see that day reflected, can't hold my feelings inside. I see starting with nothing and working hard all of his life. So don't take it for granted, say grandfather's immigrant eyes. No, don't take it for granted, say grandfather's immigrant eyes.
Scott, that's a great song. Now here's Arlin to do the green rolling hills of West Virginia.
Oh, the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest place to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they will keep me and never let me go. My daddy said, don't ever be a miner, for a miner's life is all you'll ever know. There are hard times everywhere, I ain't got a dime to spare. These are the worst times I've ever known. But the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest place to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they will keep me and never let me go. I'll move away to some northern city, in a northern factory town, you'll find me there. I may leave my past behind, I can't never change my mind. This troubled life is more than I can bear. But the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest place to heaven that I know. Though the times are sad and drear, and I cannot linger here, they will keep me and never let me go. They will keep me and never let me go.
I think I better get this song in. I stepped out of the shower, I got a good look at myself. Pot-bellied, bald-headed man, I thought it was somebody else. Saw my reflection in the mirror on the bathroom door. I just don't look good naked anymore. So I'm going upstairs and turn my bedroom mirror to the wall. hung it there when I was trim and tall. Used to stand and flex and strut till my arm got sore. I just don't look good naked anymore. Used to go out with the girls, I loved them one and all. But they don't get very close to me, afraid that I might fall. I went to the doctor for my annual medical exam. Standing there in the buff, suddenly he said, "Man." I said, "What's wrong, doc? Some fatal disease? I gotta know the score." He said, "No, you just don't look good naked anymore." Me and Mona had a dancing style, folks said it was unique. Now only when we're back to back, we're dancing cheek to cheek. I went to a nude beach to have some seaside fun. I stretched in my birthday suit, soaking up the sun. Somebody yelled, "There's an old white whale washed upon the shore." I just don't look good naked anymore. Arches fell, my waist went to hell, but dragging the floor. I just don't look good naked anymore. That song has been the most requested thing that I've done in a lot of years. You know, I told that little story about a goat. I got another story that got a goat involved in it. These two guys used to go up to Vermont to their grandfathers and spend quite a lot of time up there during the summer. They was out in the, walking around one day in the meadow, and they came to this great big hole. They looked down the hole, they're wondering how deep the hole is. And they said, well, maybe if we drop something down in it and when it hits the bottom, we'll know how deep it is. So they got this big transmission. It's an old truck transmission laying there. So they got a hold of it and they lugged it over and dropped it down in the hole. And they had much more done this. The goat come running by them and jumped right down in the hole. Well, 2 minutes went by and their Uncle Eben come by and said, have you boys seen my goat? They said, no, the only goat we've seen jumped down that hole. Eben said, well, it couldn't have been my goat. I had him hitched to a transmission. I got to laugh at my own joke. But you got to know Uncle Eben, too. You got another song, Scott?
Oh.
I'm just about going to lose it completely.
Well, as long as it's this warm, another drop. You feel like dancing?
Yeah.
In the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, you and I beneath that moonlight, just the monkeys in the palm trees. In the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, plenty time for lots of loving, in that paradise for two. Though there's no island at all, there's just a picture on my wall. Oh my darling, how I wish we could be in the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, plenty time for lots of loving, in that paradise for two. Soaking up the sun. We'll eat coconuts, we'll fish, we'll be free to do these things that come naturally. In the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, you and I beneath that moonlight, just the monkeys and the palm trees. In the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, you and I beneath that moonlight, in that paradise for two. Though there's no island at all, just a picture on my wall. Oh my darling, how I wish we could be in the middle of an island, in the middle of the ocean, you and I beneath that moonlight, in that paradise for two, in that paradise for two, in that paradise for two.
You scare me when you do that.
Why? Because it goes so good?
I think you're coming after me. Arlin, as a song that every time we play somebody asks to do it, Joan always asks you for it. It's a Tim O'Brien's song, you know.
Yeah.
Late in the day, when shadows start to play on my back door, up and down this alleyway, I think back on the time with your hand in mine, and we sat talking low late in the day. It seems you never know a good thing till it goes slipping through your fingers. That's just the price I pay. Being my own man and doing the best I can. Now I'm alone without a plan late in the day. Now I pour whiskey, break the ice, put my feet up, close my eyes. I try hard to listen to what my heart might say, trying to find the rhyme to take me back in time when we sat talking low late in the day. I look out over top of houses and the shops as the sun sets. Another day does wind down, and my life is still the same. My lips still call your name, and my heart can't hide the pain late in the day. Now I pour whiskey, break the ice, put my feet up, close my eyes. I try hard to listen to what my heart might say, trying to find the rhyme to take me back in time when we sat talking low late in the day. My life is still the same. My lips still call your name, and my heart can't hide the pain late in the day.
That is a good song. I like that a lot. If I got voice enough, we'll try to get a couple more done. And this is one that I wrote sometime back in the 60s. And 2 or 3 bluegrass groups have recorded it. And the boys have recorded it, I've recorded it. Made a lot of money on this one. I don't know what I did with all of it. I packed the car and headed south one day. The ice and snow gave me the feel I had to get away. Here I am, way down south alone. Would someone tell me what I'm doing 1,500 miles away from home? By day down here the sun is nice and warm. Night the clubs are jumping to a good old country music song. Drums beat loud, the guitars bring a listen to that lonesome fiddle moan. I wish someone would tell me what I'm doing 1,500 miles from home. The girls down here in the mini skirts are cute. From piled up hair on top of their head down to their knee-high boots. For the legs and thighs I sure got eyes I still dream about my very own. I wish someone would tell me what I'm doing 1,500 miles from home. The wife and kids are missing me, I know. Although I had their full consent to go. I wonder what it is that makes you roam. Would someone tell me what I'm doing 1,500 miles away from home? Would someone tell me what I'm doing 1,500 miles away from home? Another song that we've done as a trio for some time. If my voice will hold out for it. I'd rather do it in G, or can you get up A? G. I don't know whether I can get down there now. Well, what we'll do is we'll start this, and if it don't go good, we'll just quit and meet out at the bar. Tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweed. Cares of the past are behind, nowhere to go but I'll find. Just where the trail will wind, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweed. I know when night is done, a new world's born at dawn. I'll keep rolling along, deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along the tumbling tumbleweed. I'm a roving cowboy, riding all day long. Tumbleweeds around me sing their lonely song. Nights underneath the prairie moon, I'll ride along and sing if we have, let's do one more song and call it a day, night, or whenever you're watching this. We got no idea if it ever will be, and it might be a good idea if they don't show this. Anyhow, we'll leave you with this. God